here from my end. As of now, market gave a very strong moment in all the three cryptos, and now it's just trading in the upper range. Now here market is forming a kind of channel pattern, we can say. US market to open another 1 or 2 minutes to get the data. If we look at Srinivasa, good evening, welcome to the live stream. If you look at US market, S&P 500 at this point of time, Dow Jones at this point of time is minus 0.2%. Once we get S&P 500 Nasdaq data, a little more betterly we can try to understand the sentiment. BTC is kind of forming a flag pattern. After this continuous move, definitely if buyers are there, they might tend to continue the trend. But any reversal setup based on the US market data, then we'll look into that. We'll see if there is any news. Global manufacturing, that is fine. That's fine. Mortgage rate is increased. Apart from that, ADP employment change. There are certain things here which even I'm not sure how it will impact the market sentiment, but something 6:30 IMS manufacturing PM. This data 7:30 we have, so we have to be a bit careful. Just everything is kind of okay. G Star, welcome to the live stream. Prabhu, good evening sir, welcome. Let me know in the comment section what is your view about the market. Now, morning I discussed about important support and resistance. Near resistance level, directly from here only market moved up. It did not give any reversal setup only for us to plan. Same thing with Ethereum, it did not give any reversal setup. Reversal setup means red candle near the area. Or here also. So overall, for me, any reversal setup I did not find. After such a big move, maybe we can buy on dip, we can plan also if you think. There was no dip at all for us to look for buying opportunity. So to a certain extent, Indian market was good, crypto market was okay. Francis Raja, good evening sir, welcome to the live stream. Okay, S&P 500 negative, Nasdaq kind of negative. I'll go and check S&P 500 and Nasdaq. Okay. S&P 500. Maybe market excuse me. 4066. Maybe this zone, how market behaves, we have to see. If it comes down, if it moves up also near the previous closing zone, maybe we will consider. How market reacts. Gap down S&P 500 we have got, no doubt. So any people looking at the previous area breakout, if they have entered, now to a certain extent they will be trapped. They will be in a better position only if market sustains above this zone. So that's there. Nasdaq still we haven't got the data, so that's fine. Dow Jones, higher time frame, I will see. Dow Jones is holding on. Maybe 46. 520. Can go up to this zone also. Up to this zone, if it goes little bit, considering this as resistance, people would have entered, they would be kind of trapped. Later one reversal we can expect. If it moves down, what is 1 hour time frame saying? 46 180. Okay, this is the upper zone for Dow Jones. This is the lower zone. S&P 500, this is the low upper zone, this is the lower zone. In crypto market and all, already I have marked the levels. You can see these are the upper and lower zone, but where we haven't got any interesting confirmation or pressure for us to look for opportunity at this point of time. If we get, we will see. If US market is kind of negative, then what will happen is crypto market, to a certain extent, it will take some time to get in sync with the US market. You see, US market is kind of negative, but crypto market is holding on. So little bit any trapping also it wants to do, it will do it. Later it can correct. Before that, we will see where is liquidity for BTC. On top, liquidity is there at certain range, but huge amount of liquidity is there at the bottom itself. If I see last 12 hours, nothing fascinating. Usually we will consider this yellow level wherever it is, that as the upper range and bottom as the lower range. BTC corrects 1,15,570. 1,15,570. 6570. We can see this range. Here one pressure can come. In case market comes from here, any reversal pressure can come. On top, if we see here, where it is difficult to judge in BTC. Ethereum, $4,330. 4,330. $4,330 will be somewhere here, you think. That will be the breakout zone. After breaking out, market might have less potential to move towards the upside. Before that, one correction can come. So that is one area. 4,252. 4,252. This will mark and keep. Okay, so this is the upper range and lower range based on liquidity zone. So in case market comes for liquidation, grab here any reversal opportunity. If it moves up, a reversal opportunity. With that approach, I'm looking at the market. In Seoul, it has given a breakout. It is showing continuation. These levels I'll remove. I've not read any comments so far. I'm just marking all the levels and keeping for our reference. Then we will see. 220, 214. 220 zone will mark. 214 zone we will mark and keep. So here if it gives a breakout, at this breakout, if I see in recent time there is no any big high. Here it is there, but that is 24th data. Based on that, there is one resistance. If it gives a breakout there, if sellers are strong, we will see any bearish open. We'll switch to 1 hour time frame. On 1 hour time frame breakout it has given. So this is one resistance area, but we can also consider this as cup and handle situation. We'll see traders market after giving that continuous move, it's not giving any kind of direction in all the index, so that's fine. Switch to 5 minutes. What do you think is the view? So I'm holding BTC at the price of 1,19,000. Will the market move to all-time high level or some kind of fall is there? The current $70 negative. 1,19,000. See, any important news or positive sentiment, if it is there, then it has a potential of making a big move. But until then, now see, next 30 minutes what is going to happen only, it's difficult to judge. Based on the data only, we have to come to some kind of probability and take the trade. If you ask all-time high level, then it is difficult. If it is very close, right, reachable level, then we can say, but still there is space for it, another 2,500 points at least. So only wait and watch is the situation. I don't know why many people hold on to the trade for longer duration also. They don't feel like booking the loss. That is one issue many people are facing. Even though you think, okay, there is a chance that market can move as per your direction, if your decided loss, if it market hits, you have to exit. For example, here when BTC reached this zone, okay, I consider this as a seller's pressure zone, and in Nifty also, I think somewhere here I considered as a seller's pressure zone. But what happened, one moment market gave, small stop loss only I took, because opposite to the trend I was trading, I took that stop loss. After that, both the index moved as per the view. There, even though you see here, if you want, guys, you see here, this was the bearish trade. After taking all the bullish trade, this is what I took. I said, okay, not seen, okay, my view and the market, this one was not in sync. If you ask me, there is a chance for call trade, I would suggest to avoid call. Rest is up to you. I say this because Bank Nifty is still, sellers have not given up. What time I said this? 12.7, right? So from 12.7 you see somewhere around 12.5, Bank Nifty from seller zone it came down, right? This is not, this also is not a small move. It's close to 180 190 points only. So scalping anyone would have tried, there they would have captured. Here after hitting my stop loss, it gave me a movement of 30-35 points. It happens, but for me, okay, this is the loss. If I decide that loss, I will give an exit. If I'm too much confidence, again I will re-enter. That mindset you have to have. If you are holding with a proper logic, saying that okay, this is the logic, for based on this logic only I have entered. If your logic is okay, this market is at all-time high level, so it will go another 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 points. That is the only logic. Based on that, if you have entered, that is something which I will not personally suggest anyone to do. Or traders market is kind of in a range bound. That we will see any another 2-3 minutes. If I wait, I will get Nasdaq data also. Does anyone have an idea as to what caused this movement in the market? I personally, I did not look at the any news if it is there or anything, but if you guys know, let me know. Around 6:30, around 1:30, some news was there, not there. You tell me. Any news was there? Inflation rate. Inflation. Around 1:30, what spiked the moment? Housing price year on year, that is there. That is 11:30 news. I don't know the reason for market moving towards the upside. If you guys know, let me know. 220. 220, I said no, upper zone. What is that? As per the heat map, 220 is where recent this one is there. Seller zone. Huge volume is there. It's liquidity 9 million. Here only around 9 million we have. So any other zone we get any reversal. This one is showing pressure. Market is slow, or I can say it's not at certain levels where we can confidently look for trade. Let's pull back. Let's say market at 618 level rejection. It's between the upper range and lower range. Here also no chance. Soul falling. Soul falling. Not too sure should we enter here or not. Just kind of working like a, you can say, a rising wedge. You see here this trend line acting as support 1, 2, 3, resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if market gives a breakout, clears 220 zone, any reversal, if we get bearish candle, maybe we can try. Now it's near the support. US market also negative. So this one can move a bit higher, all these index, and then it can correct. BTC also. Everything is near the support zone. I'll switch to 3 minutes and see. US shutdown. US shutdown news was there yesterday only. Then early morning market should have fallen. ETH sellers are above 4,300 up to 4,800. Are very strong in persistence for over 10 days. I suspect they may not allow rise from the current level. So bearish or sideways movement. That's fine. Okay. Here, at least good logic you are having. I have not consistently looked for 10-12 days data and all, because for me everything is short term, right? Last 30 minutes, 1 hour, what and all happened, that is what matters. So 1 hour, if you see 50% market has moved and then it showed correction. It's not gone below this previous low. If it goes below previous candle opening zone and all, something we can see. As of now, buy on dip also is possible, sell on rise also. It's nothing. Here one zone is there. Correction might happen. But if it gives a breakout, clears everything and correct, that will be a better bearish setup. You can see market is facing rejection somewhere near 618, that zone only. So as of now, it's trying to give a breakdown. So ETH. I'll look at both this one simultaneously. Okay. ETH, Sol. It's giving a breakdown, traders. It's giving a breakdown. Candle closing. We'll try small quantity if the resistance 5. So let it be Ethereum. Confidently planning is difficult. No. I'm looking at Ethereum and Sol simultaneously to see if there is anything interesting. Only breakdown I can't take as confirmation. Additional some other confirmation I need to have. Just searching for those kind of confirmation levels. Breakdown, retest, and then if it continues, maybe. ETH I can't enter the trade because it's near the support zone. You can see right this trend line. This trend line is acting as support, this is acting as resistance. Sudden spike also if it comes, if we don't enter we will miss, or random reversal if it comes also we will miss. So what is the situation? Situation is like 50-50. 50% chance. Do you want to enter? I feel better to wait. If I see this also is acting as a proper support zone only. Ethereum also is near support zone. No need, we will beat. Any kind of pressure if we get, we will see. What is around 50 people watching the live stream? What is your view? What is your personal opinion? How to calculate points on Sol? Okay, example. Let's say in Sol, one lot is equal to 1 Sol. Okay, that means you consider 1 Sol is equal to $1. Now if you can buy 100 lots, that means you are buying 100 Sol. Okay, so if market falls down by 100 points, then if market like fall down by 1 point, if you have taken 100 quantity, 100 into 1 is 100, you will make $100. Okay, if market falls down by 2 points, if you have taken 100 quantity, 100 into 2, 200. Okay, in PTC and all, you can see easily market will move up by 100 points, 150 points, 200, 300 points, right? There and all, you can't use the same logic here. Here, one point is like one dollar movement. If you have understood, tell me. Why there is a difference is because here in BTC, one lot is equal to 0.001 BTC. So it is like out of 1,001 quantity you are taking if you buy 1 BTC, right? If you buy 100 quantity, it is like you are only buying 10% of BTC. So that you cannot consider. But in SOL, if you buy 1 SOL is equal to 1 lot is equal to 1 SOL. So it is like $10 movement. If you are having 100 quantity, you will make $1,000 also. So from here, let's say you enter the trade from this zone. If market moves up by $2, if you have taken only 1 SOL, you will make $2 profit. If you have taken 200, you will, how much ever the number is there, multiply that with your quantity. So let's say if I take 500 quantity, if market moves up by 2 points, then I'll be making around 500. Sorry, if I'm taking 500 into $2,000, like that I'll be making. Okay. Munish sir, did you get clarity or not? So whenever you're trading in SOL, you have to keep this in mind, and you should not be trading with the same quantity as you trade BTC and Ethereum. I'm still using 930 AM strategy. Okay. If you have the data of last 1 month, share it with me. Good, we did not take bearish trade here. Support zone market is holding. See, this is kind of range bound. When we enter in range bound situation, suddenly when the movement downside, upside it will come, we will not know. So slippage also is possible when the range becomes very tight. So some people would try that. Okay, support, I will enter. Okay, this is resistance, exit. So they will see the pattern, and based on the pattern only they will enter. Now some people, if they think about entering here, it might trap them also by making bigger movement. So when those chances are there, we have to be a bit careful. Or people who entered at the support, to trap them quickly, market can correct. What about SL? SL also will be somewhat similar, no? Let's say you're trying to capture 2 points. Minimum 1 point you have to take risk. Okay? If you're doing scalping, your entry after that market movements, quickly you can reduce the stop loss. Okay? That you can do. But at some point of time, you have to understand, for each trade, the stop loss what you give will be different. My personal suggestion will be, don't give more than 1 to 1.5 points as stop loss when it comes to SOL when you're trading, because here every 0.1825 everything matters. This trade is one proper interesting setup I'm not getting. Here this zone is there. Testing 618 level multiple times it has tested. This trend line is there. How it reacts there, we will see. flag and pull bullish pattern forming that I'm seeing. Bullish flag pattern. But whom the market is going to trap, we don't know, sir. That is the issue. You see 1 hour time frame. Here one area is there. If market is moving up to that zone or not, we don't know. And liquidation we see around 220. So if market is just giving a fake breakout or things like that and reverse, again we will get into problem. I mean, not again, we will get into problem. Now it is rejecting. As per my understanding, this is not a safe area to enter. So again, pressure is building up. If this comes to this area, then we can see. Okay, Soul is kind of giving a spike. 220 is where I feel. Refresh this. If there is no setup, there is no setup. At least conviction, any setup we have to get. Then we will see. In that conviction setup, if I'm giving loss, I'm not having any issue. As long as, okay, conviction. This zone. One attempt I want to do. I'm getting conviction here. Okay, if I kind of make loss in this. I've taken bearish trade here. And stop loss. I'll give here. I'll reduce the quantity even though we have that conviction, because market is still in the range situation only. The index and all is not showing a confirmation. So let's see what happens. Three minutes. Now here they didn't allow market to break. They corrected, again a retest. If last chance people who sitting on top for them to push the market down. I decided if market is staying below this line, I will enter. But for me, actually, I wanted the candle to close, a red candle to close below this zone, so that with small stop loss I can plan. But little early, around 2 minutes early. It's 2 minutes early. I have entered. So in case if it is taking the stop loss, of course I have to give. But quickly from here only, if it reverses, what I will do. That issue also I had. So that's fine. Sensibly I have taken is what I feel. I don't feel too much with urgency. I did not take. If movement would have come, then only it would have come. So that would have been an opportunity missed. You see, on purpose I've reduced the quantity also, so that I can add position if market is going as per my direction. If it's not going as per my direction, I will not add more quantity. Other index, is it? Okay, Ethereum is giving breakout. There also there is a chance to fail. Almost going there, reversing. Give me a closing below this. Still 1 minute is there, 59 seconds. Small SL, I took that. little bit early. Did I enter? For me, opportunity I would have missed if I had not entered, if market would have continued the downside move. This range is becoming too tight. I'll wait for this candle to close. Ethereum and all, nice correction. What is it? Ethereum and all, nice movement it has given off. Support zone. Second. What area is this? Somewhat I feel market will correct from here. If it moves up, of course I will be in problem, that I understand. Once I'll see Sol also. Okay. I placed a sell order in Ethereum here, and so for this trade, see, exactly timing the market will not happen all the time. That one based on the situation, based on this one, it will happen. Now I feel selling pressure was there from top here. Again, selling pressure has to come. This breakout might have attracted people, so I feel this is a possibility. Let's see. Only go based on probability. What market wants to give, that market will decide. Now Sol also, you see here, idea was kind of okay, but I should have waited for candle closing. Maybe I would have got better entry. That's my mistake. I can't blame the market for that. For me at that point of time, I felt that is the right thing. Now here also, the setup, I feel what I've taken is the right decision to take a bearish trade. If this fails, then without thinking too much, I will exit. Okay, risk is always determined, predetermined. Based how much we can take, we have decided. According to that only, I've taken the trade. Please check open interest. Open interest is near, a bit higher, 4327. 4327. That is what I had put, 4333. That zone I had kept. What is your opinion on effective market? I don't even have an idea what you're asking about. I'm a very common person. I do basic strategies. Forex news at 7:30. I've not checked in the news or anything as such. Anyone who's looking at this one, let me know. So Initial plan for sold was correct. I think when I came live stream, I said no, 220. That is the place where players are sitting there, right? 220.38. It's kind of reversing. There, one scalping opportunity I would have got. That's something I missed out. I'll turn off the screen, traders. 2 minutes. Soul target and all, trailing and going only is the target. For example, at least if it comes up to this zone again, here might be target 1, and then trailing stop loss, all those things has to be done. But if it goes up to 20, up to this zone 20, 960, 970, then a little bit problem will be there. So somehow we have to manage. This one is breakout, retest. If it breaks, there might be an issue for me. As of now, cost to cost. BTC also breakout, retest, something like that only it's acting. That's okay. Are you using 9:30 AM strategy still? My spouse, she uses every day. She trades with that. I am more into price action, stop loss hunting and things like that. Full plan was correct, traders. Little bit I should have waited. Only little bit I should have waited. By now at least 1.2 points I'd have got, because if you remember, I had marked the zone and kept trade. Near the zone I should have taken a bearish trade. I would have got around 1.2 points somewhere here. There I would have 1.5 points. There I would have at least entered with 100 quantity. Easily 8,000, 9,000 we could have made. And by now we could have trailed the stop loss and kept. The 1 minute market has to go below this zone, this candle. It has to sustain below this trend line, because breakout retest, if it goes up, then it will be a issue for us. So proper closing at the lower end is important. target for Sol, 1 second, target 1 will be 218.75. 218.75 will be the target, but what you have to do is you should have trailed the stop loss. Stop loss should not be on top and all, it should be somewhere 50% of this candle, so that risk is less in this trade. Okay. US markets, it's kind of doji candle. Again, 5 minutes I have to wait. Somewhere here. Okay, we'll reduce the risk. It's playing a lot of games here. So from our end, if we reduce the risk, it will be better is what I feel. So risk for this trade is around 23, reward is 80. Okay. Sol has come to 218.98. 218.75 is the target. So you can trail the stop loss if you want. It is holding on to that zone. Sol is kind of giving pullback. So if you have trailed the stop loss, if trailing stop loss is hit, don't re-enter. Okay. Because Sol is somewhere near a zone where it might turn it to 18.75. If it comes, that will be great. But trail and keep previous candle at least. Breakout retest level only this market is holding, traders. From my end, I've reduced the risk for this trade. Only 11 points is what I've given for Ethereum. So if market is taking that 11 points, I'm fine with it. As of now, it's just going breakout, retest. It's at cost to cost now. Is BTC moving up? BTC is creating problem, traders. BTC is showing some pressure. That's giving confidence for people to. If you consider yourself as safe trader, you want to exit means you exit below the zone you can see. I'm not exiting, I'm okay to give the stop loss. Now this chance probability became 50-50%. That's okay for me. I'll wait for this trade. how to add to current position? Nothing, sir. Now I have sold, right? So again, let's say for this, let's say I add another 20 quantity like this. I click on sell, I place the order. My 200 quantity would become 220. So you just add here, it will get added to that. No big difference. TC breakout handle. TC breakout only is one problem right now. Even if that breakout fails in BTC, that will be better for us. That's okay, we will see. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. What is the capital to start trading in crypto? See, in our free Telegram group, I had shared one video explaining basics about crypto. You go and check it out. Okay, so I'll put that link here also. Have a look at that. In that, all the basic everything we have covered. So you will get better idea. In the comment section, I've shared the link. Prasad sir, please have a look. Will Ethereum make a pullback? TH. Animated. Hi. Hello. Just though as of now it's coming, that's fine. Who entered sold trade? Still market is at 219.18 only. I feel 218.75. If I had taken the trade, that is where I would have kept the target, right after trailing the stop loss. BTC should not show too much strength after this. If it shows strength, that's only problem. What is the logic for the street people who's sitting on top? We got to know, okay, if market reaches there, only sellers are pushing the market. Afterwards, at every up move, they are trying to push it down only, right? Here they're trying to push, again pressure. Now at this breakout, maybe who's sitting here, as long as market goes above the zone, they're kind of safe. Maybe market will not target them if they are very strong. If they are very strong, again at this zone they might re-enter and push the market towards the downside after attracting the buyers at the breakout zone and things like that. That was the idea. As per stop loss hunting, I took the trade. Now we have to see buyers are strong or sellers are strong. After marking support and resistance in the chart, if I open new chart, the new window, support and resistance is not reflecting. Then maybe what you have to do is you mark support and resistance, you go here, you click on save chart, rename the chart and click on save, so that next time whenever you want you can go in. With some brokers it happens like that. Market is holding BTC. I think BTC is not showing any sign of downside move, also upside move also. Breakout converted to failure. It is at the retest zone. It comes below this zone only, it will start creating pressure for people. Until then people will be kind of bullish in BTC. Cost to cost again. Movement is very slow, dull. We'll see for another 1 or 2 candles. If market by then, if it takes stop loss, fine, or else I'll leave this trade open only and I'll see what to do next. Yes, pressure in BTC is there. In Seoul, maximum 220.058 up to that zone. If market goes in reverse, fine, or else there also it will. If it breaks that zone, then problem. Too much pressure here. Almost near the stop loss, it did not hit. That's it. Seconds. What is the capital used? See if I'm selling 200 quantity, around $355 is what I need. Calculate 355 into 85. capital requirement is fine. Along with that, you should also for risk you have to have some amount. So what you can do, you can say for 200 quantity, maybe $500 at least you need to have. Not necessary you have to take 200 quantity. You can trade with 50 quantity also. With if you have 20,000 rupees, that's fine. Just those continuously showing pressure. Four and a half minutes, and all if it is there, it might test the stop loss. Okay. Alright, market has taken the stop loss. I had reduced the stop loss for this trade too much. I did not want to risk, because this, if the sellers have entered here, they will not allow the market to go above the zone. That was the initial idea, but they're taking the market towards the upside, because BTC is also holding on to breakout retest zone. Maybe what I will do, I'll take another 10-15 minutes. I'll not look at the direction. I'll just wait for some time, because my mindset is saying market is supposed to move down. But if this index based on stop loss hunting, I'm saying market is supposed to move down. But if this market, if it's just breaking the upper levels and moving towards the upside, then there is no point in holding. If I have to take, I have to take in ETH only. So maybe last attempt on an ETH I will do. I've taken around 200 quantity in ETH. Stop loss, we'll consider here 167, that's fine. Entry here. See, all this trade I'm taking based on the stop loss hunting concept which I follow. In case the market is deciding, okay, based on stop loss hunting, I'm not going to move, I'm going to move based on the trend. I want to continue this previous trend, whatever it is. Based on that, if market says I want to move, then of course I have to give the stop loss. That's not under my control. So you want to take this trade, you can take. You want to avoid also, you can avoid. So it's holding on, pressure is there. This zone I'm keeping as the reference point. As long as market is staying below this reference point, I'm fine. If it goes above the reference point, then of course I have to exit. Stop loss up to, target up to 18.17, kind of okay. Like I said, this is the last trade. Thank you, I'm done for the day. Okay, so bye bye. Now you guys can see this is the stop loss, okay, and this is the target what I've set for this trade. If market gives a moment, I'll take that based on the stop loss hunting concept. In case it takes the stop loss, then without thinking too much, I will exit. I'll not pressurize myself more than this in today's market condition. If stop loss hunting concept is not working, what I can do? Okay, anyways, thank you for participating in the live stream. In case market goes to 22,000, 220.25, my exit will be happening in this trade. And this is the zone where I'm thinking it might correct maximum if it goes. More than that, if it goes, of course, I don't want to take a bigger loss. Little buffer I have given and taken this trade. So if the moment happens, I would have to exit. This one candle, if you want, I can wait. Lowest point I've got the entry. That is one issue. Plan my entry. Here I've got the entry. That's okay. For me, this is the range. If market is sustaining below this range, only for me setup will work out. If it little bit buffer I have given, if market moves up, then I'll be taking the stop loss and closing the trade. Okay. As of now, stop loss is a bit higher only. Market is staying below this range, so I'm going to hold on. So I'll put it in the free group also what I have taken. So whatever it is, I'll let you guys know if stop loss hits, whatever happens in this trade. Okay. All right, traders. The next one less pattern looks like bullish flag pattern. Is that so? This market is moving up, but if I knew exactly the logic why it is moving up, then I would have been okay. You see, this zone is there. I'm only looking at the setup based on stop loss hunting. As long as market is staying below the zone, closing below the zone, I'm fine. No, it's not closing. Done. Okay, market is trying to be bullish. Traders, no stop loss hunting setup for me today. I'm done. Now again, it's going to this zone. Fine, I'm not going to take another trade because it's moving as per my mindset. So I will not complicate things. I'll close for the day, and after 30 minutes, 40 minutes, if I get the setup only, again I will see. Okay. All right. Thanks for participating in the live stream. We'll see tomorrow. Better setup we will identify. Okay, traders. Bye bye.